What is going on, guys? So I just got done filming the cracked exhaust video. Now it's time to tackle the valve cover gasket and an oil change on the 240. If you guys can see, it looks like we have some oil seepage right around the valve cover. On the back, couple of bolts there. I have the replacement gasket here, and I figured while we're at it, we're going to replace the spark plugs and then go for a compression check since, you know, the motor does have 170,000 miles on it. And since it's my daily, I would just like to know that I still have a couple tens of thousands of miles left on the motor before I have to do any major work to it. So I'm crossing my fingers for good numbers across the board on the compression test. So just taking the spark plug wires off, and we already ran into an issue where one of the ends just basically destroyed itself while pulling it out. And additionally, one of the ends of the wires lodged itself on top of the spark plug, so I'm just gonna take off the valve cover to access it and then remove the spark plugs. So I just called AutoZone. They should have my replacement wires by 5 o'clock today, and I've already loosened up all of the bolts holding on the valve cover. Now it's just time to pop it off.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the eighth wonder of the world, the flow of the century. Oh, it's timeless. Ho! Thanks for coming out tonight. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate that.
Dual cam, boy.
Ooh, she's a dirty girl. Wow.
Down NBA was hurting them in the home of the turbans. Got it dirt cheap for them. Plus, if they were short with cheese, I would work with them. Bored in weed, got rid of that dirt for them. Wasn't born hustlers, I was birthing them.
Looks like we got a pretty nasty storm about to roll in, so I'm gonna push the 240 into the garage. Zach should probably do the same since he's been slaving away at cleaning the Jeep.
Somebody buy this. 7,000.
7,000 OBO.
OBO.
But somehow I beat them charges like Rocky. H to the Izzo, B to the Izzy. Not guilty, he who does not.
We just noticed that my Nissan badge disappeared. I don't think someone swiped it because you don't really see any pry marks, but definitely the adhesive on it was, you know, getting old. This is exactly what was stuck. You just pull that right out. That's exactly why I need new wires. And of course, there's another end of a spark plug wire stuck right in there. The spark plugs definitely needed to be replaced. Have some oxidation built up on them. Good thing we're tackling it now. Always good to stay on top of preventative maintenance. I love the fact that I'm able to change the oil without having to jack up the car. All because I am still on stock suspension. So I've basically done everything that I could to the car right now. Waiting until 5 o'clock until AutoZone calls me saying that they have my spark plug wires. So now we are heading over to Stevens to drop off my impact. He is actually going through the whole process of installing the PBM angle kit today. And he said he needed a little bit of help taking off the spacers that he has on the wheel, so that's why we're dropping off the impact. Then I'm also gonna give him a little bit of guidance on what exactly he's going to need to cut, since you have to cut part of the subframe off with the PBM angle kit. Ugh! I hate getting in and out of cars. Hello, sir.
What's going on?
Nothing much. You getting a lot done?
The rain didn't help.
Yeah, oh, I bet. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. So this is straight up and down. I won't be able to really turn it right now, but this won't cause any binding right now since this is vertical.
Right.
On the other side, the coilover kind of sticks out like this, so it's making it bind up in this joint.
Okay. So Steven's running into some binding issues. On the PBM coilovers, they actually provide a little spacer between the camber plate and the top perch of the coilover itself. And since Steven's running BC, we don't really know how we can maximize, you know, his angle. So he's thinking if he sucks in some of the track width, it should give some clearance on that perch. Steven and Peter, the guy with the boosted bunny, actually live together. But he's not here, he's up in Tennessee. Pete, if you're watching this, we all miss you. So we adjusted the camber plates to dial back some of that crazy amounts of negative camber that we're running, and we got full lock. It's funny because we were referencing the video I made on the install of the PBM angle kit to finish, or at least work on, Steven's install. Because I don't remember anything. But I think Steven's a little too afraid to start cutting parts of the subframe.
No,
So
I honestly am. Yeah, it's terrifying.
So I'm gonna start it for him.
Yes.
Today is just not the day to work on cars. Starting to rain again, and with Steven doing everything with the angle kit, it is seriously hindering our progress. So we're finally back. I was able to pick up my spark plug wires from AutoZone, so I can replace those, but I still need to put on the valve cover gasket, which I'm gonna do right now. Valve cover's back on, and let me tell you, that was a pain in my butt to get installed, just getting the gasket to line up, since there's some clearance issues with some wires back here. So I have my new spark plugs. Don't worry guys, since you know I plan on racing this car, they are NASCAR performance. So I've already gone through and checked the gap on all of the spark plugs, and they all seem to be checking out for what is called for on the 240. So instead of installing all of the spark plugs to get the engine warm and then doing the compression test, we're gonna skip a step and just go straight into the compression test. I know it's technically not the right thing to do, but you know, if Taylor and Adam and them do it that way, we might as well do the same. So we got 180 for cylinder number 4. Bad news. Just went through all of the cylinders. Cylinder 4 was 180. This one was low. Cylinder 2 was 185. And cylinder 1 was 150. Reason why I said lull on cylinder number 3 is because we had a whopping 60 PSI. And I've done it about 3 times, just rechecking it. Great. Chris brought up a good point. It's not cylinder 4, 3, 2, 1, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I had misinterpreted an online diagram, but the car starts and we are good to go. The work on the 240 is complete. Now it's time to head over to Steven's place to see how much he's gotten done with the angle kit. We had left his house right when it had started to rain, and it didn't really rain much after that, so hopefully he got quite a bit done.
Wow, look who's
Finally, I know. Getting it done, boy.
Getting her done.
Nice. What's up, Sebastian? What's up, dude? Ashton drives this beast of a BRZ with the PBM angle kit. He's boosted though, so he's better than all of us. And you're running on 18s.
Yeah, and I managed to get the full lock.
Right, that's crazy. So what, you just have to bang a bunch of stuff back here?
Actually, to be honest, I finished taking everything out, so
wow.
It all clears. And the only thing that I'm rubbing on right now is a sway bar back there.
Okay, right.
It's nothing. If I get 10
Nice.
more millimeters of offset, I'm good.
Steven was able to finish the install in what? Less than
12 hours.
Less than 12 hours. I think it was about 10.
Probably, yeah.
Cutting and everything. Props to you, dude. So since Steven just got done installing the angle kit, we're going to go to the warehouses to test it out. Pulling up to the trusty warehouse spot. Who doesn't love a little bit of warehouse sliding? Okay, so this completely random person in this red Civic pulled up. I don't know who that is. Who's that?
I don't know. I think we're gonna get in trouble in about 5 seconds.
All right. So it turns out that the guy in the red Civic is also the security guard, so we gotta go. That's funny. I am sure he is loving that angle kit.
Feel it in the wheel.
Interesting.
Almost like you got a flat tire and it just bounce.
So it's bouncing on you, huh? So it needs to be tighter?
Or I don't know, the way I have mine set up is 2 spacers on the bottom and like 2 on the top.
Right.
Yeah.
It gives it like that clearance.
So Steven is having a little issue with his car bouncing because
Alan, we have
those spacers were. Okay, time to leave. And we got security here.
The entrance here is private property.
Okay,
Okay. Leave, guys.
we will.
Oh,
We're good.
we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
All right, have a good night.
We're out, man.
Wow, he wasn't mean. That's nice. Thanks, Mr. Security Guard. Thank you for being nice to us. You know, we figured it was bound to happen eventually. I guess something fell out of Steven's car. What fell out?
I don't know. We just heard metal like ting, ting, ting.
Someone like get flashlights out.
Oh, it's a wrench.
Oh.
You
a
left
wrench.
a wrench in your car.
I was gonna say it still drives fine.
Wow. Goof of the day goes to Steven. Lobster Fitman, yeah. Well, this is where I'm gonna cut the video off. Fun night. Actually, a fun day. Even though it's kind of stressful having to work on the 240, basically for the majority of it. But I'd rather be working on a car than not doing anything at all. So on that note, I hope all of you guys have an awesome day, and we will all see you next time. Peace.